So the question, can I use AI to write game code? Commonly you hear no. Too many mistakes, learn to code, use reliable sources. But the whole truth? I actually can use it, if I give this tool the right job. So let's look at it. I am Darai and this is devlog of the Guardian of the Crown, about AI coding.
Today we will see how AI can be used for such a task and what pitfalls you might need to watch out for. AI is the marvel of 21st century, and as always, when something new emerges, some people choose to ignore it out of fear of learning, while others don't trust it because it's immature. A wise person never dismisses a new tool and always looks for ways it can be useful. My problem to solve is how to make an RPG Maker MV plugin. The engine is in JavaScript, but I hate reading documentation. Even though, this one is written decently. Still, searching through it to write a plugin? No. Let's see how ChatGPT 4 handles this, line by line. From experience, I know it understands JS well and is more familiar with RPG Maker documentation than I am. Writing a plugin is something I don't know much about. So I keep the basic vanilla settings, which are verbose and explanatory. Great if you want to understand, less if you want to be quick. Let's start with a basic question. In RPG Maker MV, is there a way to load a JSON file into a variable via some short script? And here is clear answer with a common explanation of why and how. A note, always split work to small tasks that you can easily verify. AI is like your younger colleague, eager to help, knowledgeable in many areas, but lacking the ability to think critically. You need to do that for it. Give it smaller tasks, be patient, and check if what it returns makes sense. If you don't understand something, ask it for an explanation. It will gladly provide one. Let's test the first code in practice. Add a test file to the main game directory, and include a script containing the AI-generated code in some game event. Be careful, scripts can be restricted on length, so ensure your code fits. If not, best to pick a smaller task or split the result. Let's trigger the event and verify in the game console that the file was indeed loaded. The basic logic seems okay. It struck me that it used HTTP request to fetch the desired data, so let's ask him why. Why are you using XML HTTP request to get a file here? The answer is an apology and eagerness to rewrite the code using the FS library. Beware, this another one of the enthusiastic mistakes AI makes. It rushes ahead, so let's stop him and be patient. Next question is, but my question was why you first suggested the XML HTTP request, not how to use FS instead. I was just curious. Now we are getting the better answer.
I see. The initial suggestion to use XML HTTP request was based on a common approach for loading resources in web environments, including how data is often handled in RPG Maker MV by default.
I take it as a lesson and proceed with XML way by asking, can you draft a simple plugin with this functionality as a plugin command? And there it is. A finished plugin, simple and understandable, because the problem was simple. Even though before writing this code, I had no idea how to load files into the game or how to write a plugin. But here comes the catch, is this all I need? What I forgot? I forgot that I am dealing with AI, so nothing is correct until I confirm it. Same as with the younger colleague, expect mistakes and deal with them. Let's put the plugin into a test game and try it. And behold, it crashes the whole game. So the classic debugging process comes to the rescue. I remove all new pieces of the code until I discover that even the original script doesn't work. Something was wrong from the start. And then I see I changed the test file, and the new one is incorrectly formatted. So, it was my mistake, but it shouldn't have crashed the game anyway. I asked Chat for help. Can you add a failsafe for when the file is not parsable to JSON? And it did exactly that, adding a try-catch structure to handle such issues. Is this the end? Well, do I have a working code now? I don't know. So no, this is not yet over. Let's try the corrected version and observe the proper error in the console. And now let's try it with the fixed test file. And I see it always ends with the error invalid variable ID. Another inaccuracy. Well, that happens in software development. Chat can write code, but it often can't debug it. Although, why not test him, so I ask? Your plugin always ends with the invalid variable ID error. Can you identify why?
This error occurs because the variable ID is being validated incorrectly, or the length of game variables.data might not be as expected.
This is a brilliant answer because that's exactly where the problem is. I can verify the finding with a debug in the code. I can either use its corrected version or fix it myself. But after this, the plugin is functional. For those who want to use it, here's one more warning. HTTP request is an asynchronous call, like when a web calls an API. After this script call runs, the value from the file is not yet in the target variable because the process has only started. You need to verify its presence in some other way.
And that is all for today. Next time we will look at parallax mapping. If you enjoy this format, give me a like. And if you want to know more of this topic, write me a comment. Bye!